So, what is going on YouTube? Your boy Sam from Team Zamrex right here, and today I'm with who?
Andre Yugioh.
Andre, how are you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, pretty good.
And today you just won the regionals here in Toronto.
Yep.
400 plus players.
Yep.
And what did you do? And what deck did you play today?
I played Subterra.
Subterra, and you went 9-0.
Yes.
Undefeated 9-0 Subterra for today's regional. Why did you decide to play Subterras?
I had this deck back from when I played it in Zoo format. I mixed it back then, and after Guru came out, it was a lot better than what it was.
Okay, awesome. Do you have anything else you want to say before you get started with the deck profile?
Shout out to Untouchables Sports Cards and Gaming, the store I manage, as well as the whole community there, as well as my friend Assad, who actually helped me put this deck back together. I ended up having to get rid of it.
Okay, and wait, one more question. You know how like Guru came out?
Yep.
Just now?
Yes.
Is it too late? Like was he too late, or he just
doesn't feel like it? As long as you play it right and you know what's going on and how the other decks work, you can take full advantage of it.
Okay, awesome. Without further ado, let's start with the deck profile.
Okay, so first thing are the hand traps: triple Ash, triple Veiler, and double Ghost Ochre.
Okay,
and then from there it's just triple Fetus.
Okay, so what does Fetus do?
Fetus, it lets you discard it from your hand to negate any card or effect activated by your opponent by targeting a face-up Subterra you control. On resolution, it'll flip the Subterra face down. The second effect is kind of like a big recursion play. You can target one of your monsters on the field, book it face down, and then special summon any Subterra from your grave or hand.
Okay, nice. So Subterra Fetus.
Yeah. For the rest of the Subterrors, it's triple Guru. He's absolutely broken.
Okay, so what does he do?
When he's flipped, search your deck for any Subterra card, add it to your hand. Its second effect is you can target Guru and target one of your opponent's monsters, and you flip both monsters face down. If you control another Subterra card, it becomes a quick effect, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. So for example, with Salamangreat, if they go, say, normal summon one of their monsters, and you have another Subterra card on the field, or you can flip up a final battle so it counts as two Subterras, you can just book down their first normal summon, and then that usually slows them down quite a bit from doing their plays.
Awesome.
And yeah.
So like, what do you usually get with this card? Like Fetus?
Usually Fiendus, but the whole day today I was grabbing final battles. Like, that card's absolutely broken. It literally has been the best card today.
Okay, awesome. So double Guru,
Yep.
triple Guru, sorry.
Yep, triple Guru, one Nemesis Archer, and one Umastrix.
Okay, so what do these cards do?
So Subterra Nemesis Archer, while you control another Subterra monster and it declares an attack at the beginning of the damage step, you get to shuffle back that face-down monster back into your opponent's deck. So you could book something with Guru, and if you control another Subterra, you just attack, shuffle it back. Like, I did this all day against Colossus. Umastrix's ability is when he's flipped, remove from play target monster. His second ability to special summon is when a monster goes face down, if you control no other face down monsters, you can reveal him from your hand, special summon to the board face up. His third effect lets you just flip himself face down. From there, for spells, it's 3 Call by the Graves. This card's absolutely bonkers in almost all matchups between hand traps and also against Salamangreat.
So like obviously like Guru going off like is really important.
Yes and no. It depends on what your hand is. Like, numerous times Guru got Veilered, Ashed, just negated for the search, but because of Final Battle or even the Phoenix that I had in my hand, like, I was able to play through it, and them just negging one card from the hand didn't even matter. I was just going to gain a card back on their turn, so it's not like I lost anything.
Okay, awesome.
From there, for consistency, it's triple Duality and triple Extravagance.
Okay, so well, this card was also like a really huge boost to the deck, right?
Yes, basically Pot of Greed.
And you basically don't need to use your extra deck at all?
I run Super Poly just for targets based on the decks, but other than that, like, no. You don't really use it at all.
Okay, awesome. So free Pot of Greed.
Yep. From there, it's the field spell, Hidden City, as well as terraformings for them.
Okay, so how important is this card like for the deck, and what does it do?
It's very, very good. It searches your deck for any Subterra monster, adds it to your hand. Once per turn during your turn, you can flip a face-down Subterra face-up. But what nobody was paying attention was the third effect, which was when you declare an attack, if you control a face-down Subterra, you flip it face-up, you negate the attack.
Wow.
After that, you either trigger a search, you trigger Umastrix and banish their monster. So if they have 2 monsters, They attack with the first one, you flip up the Umastrix, negate that attack, remove from play the other monster, and then that basically just ends their battle phase on that. But being able to use this to grab Guru, it's like you're playing 8 Gurus in there, and not including being able to draw into it off the pots or any of the pots.
That's crazy. Okay, awesome.
Yeah. And then the last spell card I play, as I said, was the Super Poly.
Broken.
How good was it?
How good was it?
The only matchup I actually ended up using it in was the last one.
Like the final match?
Yeah. Like there were numerous times where I drew it, but the hand traps and the strikes worked out better. But like when you're going second, a lot of times against a lot of different decks, and you haven't resolved the extravagance and hit your targets, like this just breaks boards. Just breaks it, clears it, and against Razak, it ended up being an OTK on my turn.
Yeah.
Then for the traps, it's just triple strike, triple final battle, and triple there can be only one.
Okay, wow. Nasty. Okay, so can you explain what this card does?
So this is kind of like a charm like from Magic. It basically has 4 modes. It flips up a Subterror, flips down a Subterror. It can also add the total original attack and defense of any Subterror monster on the field. So you can go, say, Guru, attack direct. If they don't have a response, damage step, flip up final battle, and it adds the attack and defense. So it'll smack in for 3,400.
Jeez.
Or in Umastrix's case, it hits for 47.
Wow.
And that was literally game
Okay.
in so many matchups. And then the third effect, which is also very important, is activated abilities of Subterrors cannot be negated.
That's really
so
good.
it's kind of like Protocol.
Okay, so this is like the best card of your deck.
Yes, like when I activated Fiendus, they activated Call by the Grave. I would chain this, activated effect can't be negated. The Fiendus would get banished, but the ability would still resolve
That's
to
crazy.
negate their card.
That's really crazy. And did this card overperform or underperform today?
It actually just did well. Like every time I saw it, it did something, but it didn't. It wasn't like just because I had it in. But it literally in so many, like it always did something.
Okay, awesome. And Nick, what do you want? Yeah, how good was this?
I resolved it in the final match, and I also resolved against Thunder Dragons twice.
Common theme here.
Do you still think that this card is actually like mandatory for this deck, or like do you think like it
you
was
need some
underwhelming
kind
for
of
today?
floodgate to slow them down to your pace, because a lot of the times without the floodgate, it's a very slow-paced, grindy game, which I enjoy playing grindy games. But like you need to slow them down. So the floodgates are definitely something you need, but I don't feel you need more than this. Like this is perfectly fine.
Awesome. Cool. Nice. All right, let's go up to your extra deck. Let's see what you play for the extra.
So for extra deck, it was 1 Link Karibo,
Yep.
1 of each Chimera Tech,
4 Cyber Dragons.
2 Mud Balls, 2 Rocket Rides, 2 of the Predaplant one, 2 Violet Chimeras.
That card's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 Starving Venoms and 2 Thunder Dragon Titans.
Okay.
So was there a chance that you needed Link Karibo at any point in the day?
Not at all. I was there's numerous times at locals I would lose to Border, and Link Karibo just saves you from that. Just because if you draw the Fiendus, I believe Fiendus is level 1 as well. As well as the Effect Veiler, it just gets you into the Link Karibo and you're still able to play through Border.
Nice.
Which isn't hard because between the 6 of them in the pots, you draw into either of them pretty often.
Okay. One question, since obviously the deck is relying on the Guru Search, how is the Thunder Dragon matchup for you?
Actually, today wasn't that bad. Like between all the hand traps and the way they were playing, because it was a lot of like Danger Thunder Dragon. Between the hand traps, and they would end most of the time with like 1 Colossus, and then once you pot or you actually have the Guru, you just normal summon, flip it down, and then you just go off. And there's nothing they can really do about it. Like I think it was round 5. They ended up with, because I Ghost Ogre their Saryuja, they weren't able to do any of the Guard Dragon plays. They ended with just a Titan. And then on my turn, I just activated Extravagance, drew into a Guru, played it, booked it down, and then terraforming from the field spell and just won from there.
Pretty good. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go up into your side deck.
Side deck was Triple Lancia.
How was this card? How was it?
I sided in against every Thunder Dragon matchup. It was okay, but then there was one game where we were both top decking. I had Final Battle Umastrix, and I top decked Lancia, and they were top decking. They topped Hawk. They activated Hawk, brought back Dark, made it into a Colossus, and on resolution, and then added Duo to hand. Okay. On the resolution, I banished the Colossus, and then after the Umastrix resolved, just Lancia, and they just passed, and I just hit them for like 6k and won the game in there.
Crazy.
Triple DD Crow, triple Pankratops, triple Evenly, and triple Stormdusters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Would you change anything else in the side deck? Maybe draws? Like, would you ever play a draw?
I don't think so. Like,
Okay.
every time I played against Danger, I didn't care about them special summoning.
Okay.
You just cared about what they brought out with those monsters.
Right. Okay. And what was your hardest matchup today?
Mirror match, actually.
Mirror match?
Yeah.
So how do you play that?
It's just a lot of you have to see where your opponent's made a mistake. Yeah, you just have to see where they made a mistake and capitalize on it.
Okay.
A lot of times people didn't really know a lot of the interactions between booking their monsters, triggering final battle, or with field spells, so you just end up just capitalizing on anything that they did.
It sounded like it was pretty free, right?
Yeah. I think you took game 1 off me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got super polyed, and then I drew double Ash, Call by the Grave, field spell, Chalice.
Oh
Happens,
boy.
bro. We'll see in the duel video. But anyways,
I think there was only 2 games that I lost all day. Every other match was a 2-0, and that was a mirror match and one against you.
wow,
I feel honored
jeez.
now.
So okay, so
It's not that
moving
bad.
forward, would you still play this deck?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And what do you have to say for anyone else trying to play this deck?
Test around with it. One card that I really liked for the deck was Ultra Mafus, but I didn't end up putting it in for this one, but it's basically just a Book of Eclipse. So with the triple final battles, you can just, while they're making their boards, just flip up final battle and just literally book everything down.
Okay,
And just
awesome.
shut them down.
Sounds very interactive.
Andre, thank you so much for this amazing deck overall. Congratulations on going
Thank you.
undefeated 9-0 here at Toronto Regionals.
Yeah.
Good sport, good sport, good sport. You know?
Good job.
Thank you so much. And this is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys. Peace.
And this is Kyle from Blaster Joker. Peace out.